Hey guys, it's Nail, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys some jet gameplay that I've recorded over the last couple of days on Caspian Border. And I'll tell you, I've recorded quite a bit of jet gameplay. I spent the majority of my time playing on Caspian Border, playing in the jets. So I've got quite a bit of gameplay recorded, and this is just a sample of some of the stuff that I recorded. I left out quite a few clips, so I actually recorded so much that I decided I might actually throw it together in a little montage, because I've actually gotten to be, or at least I think I've gotten to be pretty good with the jets, and so I thought I'd let you guys know or give you guys some of the tips that I like to, or tactics that I like to use when I'm flying with jets, because I know it's for anybody who's trying to just start out and learn how to fly and get good with jets. It's pretty frustrating the first few times that you play, and not so much that it's hard to control the jet, because I think compared to the chopper, at least for me, I think the jet is fairly easy to keep in the air, but to actually do something with the jet, so to actually like get kills or get points, I think it's a lot harder to do. So that'll part of that is just it'll take a little bit of time getting used to some of just getting used to using the jets and stuff. But part of it also is that you need to get some of the first couple of unlocks, because without some of the first few unlocks, so for example, the second unlock you get with jets is flares, and those are really helpful because there are four, I think I want to say four different, maybe even I guess five if you include tanks, but there are four different things that can shoot down jets. One is obviously other jets. You can also be shot down by the anti-air tank, or the anti-air gun, I guess you could call it, which is in each of the teams uncap in their undeployment, no deployment zone, or no cap zone rather. And then you can also get shot down by Stinger missiles, which lock onto you, kind of like a jet's heat-seeking missiles, which you unlock. I think it's the third or fourth unlock, maybe, in the attack jets tree that you unlock. But that's what Stinger missiles are, basically missiles that lock onto your jet and track you. So that's where flares really come in handy. And I think I haven't actually seen this in a game yet, but I think you can actually get shot down by tanks as well. Oh, and also choppers can also shoot you. So the one thing actually I want to quickly say about choppers is the gunner in the chopper can shoot at you if you're in a jet, but if you can maintain your height above, or a height above the chopper, he won't be able to shoot at you, because the chopper gunner has limited range, I guess, vertical range. So that's something to keep in mind as you're flying around. So those are just the list of the things that you should be careful of when you're flying a jet. And now I'll get into some of my tactics, I guess, because like I said before, the first few times you fly a jet, you're not really going to be getting very many points, and you're not going to be getting very many kills. And even I've been playing the jets quite a bit, and I still haven't gotten very many kills with them. So part of that is just the way that DICE has set up the vehicle gameplay to work. And I don't think I mentioned this in my last video, but for every vehicle, it reaches a point where it gets disabled, and it basically stops functioning. You can still I think fire the guns. So for any vehicle like a tank, a chopper, or a jet, it gets, I think it's when you get it down to 50% health, the vehicle becomes disabled, and you won't really be able to control the movement of that vehicle. You'll still be able to use the guns, but you just won't be able to control where you're going. And especially for jets, that basically means that once you get down to that level of damage, you're gonna probably want to bail out, otherwise, because there's no way to repair your jet unless you get, I think there's an unlock, I think, that allows you to do that, but it's fairly far into the jet unlocks, so I haven't gotten that yet. I've gotten, I think, 4 or 5 unlocks for jets. I've gotten all the way up to some radar scanner thing, I think. I'm not positive, but anyways, like I said before, so most of the time when you do actually damage a jet enough to get a vehicle disabled, you'll get, I think, 100 points for that every time you do that. more often than not, the pilot of the other jet's going to jump out, so it's not going to you're not going to get very many kills, I guess is what I'm trying to say with the jet-to-jet combat. If you really do want to get kills, what I would recommend doing is actually flying or going after choppers, because those things fly a lot slower, and it's a lot easier to pick them off with your little machine gun. It's just the basic primary weapon that you get on your jet. So those are a lot. I won't say easier, but it's easier to get kills with those because they move slower. So whereas with jets, it's tough to it's tough to be pretty accurate with your little machine gun. With choppers, and I think you see me do that a couple times in this video, it's much easier to just go make one pass by them and pick them off with, or at the very least disable them with machine gun, and if not, destroy them, and you usually get 2 kills for that. So that's how I've gotten the majority of my kills with jets. And when I say majority of my kills, I mean, like, I think I've gotten maybe 20-25 kills total with jets, and I want to say I've used jets for probably 3 or 4 hours. I've spent a lot of time using the jets. So I guess I also just talk a little bit about evasion tactics, because I know it's tough to it's sometimes tough to tell exactly what's shooting at you, or if something's locking on, what it is that's locking onto you. So what I like to do in general is, if I hear something locking onto me, if it's a jet, if a jet's chasing me, I generally like to go in circles, basically, and it makes it hard to follow. Actually, that leads me to something else that I wanted to mention quickly, because I know a lot of people have been saying that it'd be really helpful if they had like a joystick to use. And what I actually find is, because in BF2 when I flew jets, not that I did it that often, but when I did, I used the keypad, so I used the arrow keys and the WASD key. And I found here actually that because I'm using the minigun most of the time, or the mini machine gun, I actually am using the mouse more often than I am the keypad. So I've had more success with that, and it allows me to be more accurate. But when I do have to evade somebody, then I'll switch to the keypad. So because that makes it easier for me to make some of these sharp turns and go in circles and make figure eights and stuff that help me avoid jets. When I'm getting hit, or when I'm getting attacked by a stinger, generally what I like to do is go to the outside of the map, because stingers have limited range. So you want to get as far away from those that sort of central part where all the flags are. You want to get as far away from that as possible, and that'll basically make it so the stinger can't lock onto you, and then you can hang out there if you need to or repair your jet or whatever, because it repairs automatically after a certain time period. But anyways, that's I think all I really wanted to talk about in terms of jets. If I leave anything out, or if something comes to me later, then I might put that in the description. But hope you guys enjoyed this video and gave you an idea of how jets work in this game, and gave you some decent tips or how to use them. You're definitely it's going to be a bit of a struggle, I'd say, for the first few times that you try it. So don't get too frustrated. Just keep trying, and especially with the beta being the beta, this is where this is the best time to learn how to use these things. So that's why I've spent a lot of time using jets, because I've wanted to get better, and I think I've gotten to be fairly good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you found the tips helpful, then definitely rate the video. I'd really appreciate that. And subscribe if you want to see more content from me. I'll be posting some more jet gameplay, probably, maybe in the form of a montage, in the next couple of days. And then I've also got just more encompassing, more general BF3 beta montage that I'm working on, and I'm not sure when I'll be able to put that out, but hopefully sometime soon. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later.